Hi student, how are you all? So myself Nagappa, you are watching Appa Chemistry classes. Now our today's topic is stoichiometry. Now what is meant by stoichiometry and what are the calculations involved? So those all maximum. So the different model questions which I am going to cover from the stoichiometry. You try to watch the till end of the video. You will cover all the different model questions you are going to cover. So simple way to calculate those problems, simple way to solve those problems also I will explain. Try to watch till the end of the video. Now see the first question here. What are the given? The volume of 2 moles of oxygen at STP is. We know that 1 mole of oxygen. 1 mole of oxygen. 1 mole of O2 will occupy how much volume? 22.4 liter at STP. At STP. If it is 2 moles, how much it will be? 2 moles of oxygen, which is nothing but 44.8 liter at STP. That is the answer. Okay, simple one, simple model question that is. Next one. The weight percentage of oxygen in sodium hydroxide is. What is the weight percentage of oxygen in sodium hydroxide they are saying. Now you see in sodium hydroxide they are asking the percentage of oxygen element. So how you will get the elements percentage in a compound? That is atomic weight of an element, number of atoms into atomic weight of an element. Atomic weight of element by molecular weight of the compound. Molecular weight of compound will gives you what? Into 100. Into 100 will gives you percentage of an element. Now you see here percentage of oxygen will be how much here? So number of atoms are 1. Oxygen atomic weight is 16. By molecular weight of sodium hydroxide 23 plus 16 plus 1. That is nothing but 24 plus 16, that is 40 it will be. 40 into 100. So you can take the 4 4s of 4 10s. 0 0 get cancelled, that is 40% it is. What is the percentage of oxygen in sodium hydroxide? It is 40%. Is that clear? Now next one. The density of oxygen gas at STP is the given. At STP, its molecular weight they are saying. What is its molecular weight at STP they are saying. Now density is how much they given? 1.5 gram per liter at STP they given. At STP its density is 1.5 gram per liter. That is 1.5 grams of a gas is present in 1 liter. It occupies how much volume? 1 liter at STP. Then 22.4 liter, that is nothing but what? Gram molar volume. Gram molar volume will be is equal to what? Its molecular weight of the gas. Its molecular weight of the gas. Now do the cross multiplication, that is 1.5 into 22.4 liter. You do this calculation, you will get the 1.5, just you write it as 3 by 2 into 22.4, that is 11.2 into 3 means 33.6 liter it will occupies. Sorry, they are asking molecular weight, no? So how much it is? 33.6 grams. Okay, that is molecular weight. How much it is? 33.6. Next one we will see. So air contain nitrogen and oxygen in the volume ratio of 4:1. The average molecular weight of air is they are saying. Generally air contain major will be what? Nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen is the major proportion, oxygen. Generally we will take it as what? 78% of nitrogen and 21% of oxygen. No? Now we will take in this case what we are taking here, around 80% will be nitrogen and the remaining 20% is oxygen we will consider. That is 79 we are taking as what? 78 we are taking 80. Here it is 21% we are taking 20. So for round figure, they are present in the volume ratio of 4:1. No? The average molecular weight they are saying. average molecular weight. Average molecular weight, how you are going to get? That is 4:1. That is nitrogen is 4. If you are taking the what, oxygen is 20%, nitrogen should be what, 80%. That is how much it will be? It must be an 1:4 ratio. Okay, then what happens? 80% of nitrogen is there, whose atomic weight is how much? 28, plus 20% of oxygen is there, 20 into 32, by total percentage is how much? 100. That is, you take the common as 20. So how much it is? 4 into 28 plus 32 is left over by 100, which is nothing but 0, 0 get cancelled, 2 5s it is. So how much is it will be? 144 by 5. That is nothing but 28.8 grams is the weight of the air. In that air, how much it is? The volume of nitrogen and oxygen will be 4:1. Is that clear? Now next one, if the relative atomic mass of oxygen is 64 units, the molecular mass of carbon monoxide becomes, in carbon monoxide you see, in carbon monoxide 12 grams of carbon combining with 16 grams of oxygen. Okay, instead of taking the 16 grams, if you had taken the water 64 units, the atomic mass of oxygen is, instead of taking 16, if you had taken the 64 units, 64 grams of oxygen, then what is the atomic weight of this carbon? Okay, now what is the atomic weight of this carbon? First we will calculate. Then after automatically we will get the molecular weight. That is 12 into 64 by 16. That is nothing but how much it is? 16 4s are 64. 12 4s are 48 it is. That is, if you are taking 64 grams as the oxygen atomic weight, the carbon atomic weight will be what? 48 grams. Then molecular weight of carbon monoxide will be what happens? 48 plus 64. That is nothing but how much it is? 112 grams. Is that clear? That is the molecular weight. 7 grams of nitrogen occupies volume of 5 liter under certain condition. Under the same condition, 1 mole of gas having molecular weight is 56 occupies a volume of dash liters, they are saying. Under same condition, 1 mole of gas, its molecular weight 56, they are saying. Now you see here 7 grams of nitrogen occupy 5 liter. 7 grams of N2 occupies, how much it is? 5 liter. So then what happens if it is taken 28 grams? That is nothing but 1 mole. 1 mole of nitrogen is nothing but what? 28 grams of nitrogen will occupy how much it is? 28 into, do the cross multiplication, 28 into 5 by 7. That is nothing but 7 4s are. 4 5s are how much it is? 20 liter. So that is 1 mole of nitrogen occupies the water 20 liter. That is nothing but here 1 mole of nitrogen, under that condition it is occupying 20 liter, means another gas is also 1 mole of gas, its molecular weight is 56, which also occupies the how much volume? 20 liter. If it is 1 mole of any gas will occupies the water, under this condition it will occupy 20 liter. Is that clear? Now next one, the number of years it would take to spend Avogadro number of rupees at the rate of 10 lakh rupees per second is x into 10 power 8. Find the value of x. So how beautiful question it is. Now you see in this case they are saying how many number of years it would take to spend Avogadro number of rupees. It is very lucky those who are having that Avogadro number of rupees. That is Na is what here? 6.023 into 10 power 23 rupees it is. Avogadro number of rupees. Then how many years it will take to spend that Avogadro number of rupees in the rate of 10 lakh rupees per second. See how rich person he is spending in 1 second. In 1 second he is spending how much it is? Around 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs is nothing but what we can write here? 10 lakh. 1 lakh is having the 5 zeros. 10 lakhs means 6 zeros it is. 10 power 6 it is. Okay, now 10 lakhs is nothing but what? 10 power 6. Now we have these many rupees are there. Okay, in 1 second these many rupees he is spending. Then to spend this 6.023 into 10 power 23 rupees, how many seconds are required? First we will calculate that second. From that, after that we will convert that second into days, minutes into hours, hours into days, days into years we will take. Now you see here 6.023 cross multiplication into 10 power 23 by 10 power 6. That is nothing but 6.023 into 10 power 17 it is. Okay, na? So that is these many seconds it is. Now how many seconds? It is 6.023 into 10 power 17 seconds. So we have to convert that 17, these many seconds into years. They are asking in terms of years. So what we have to do? 6.023 into 10 power 17. Okay, na? 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. Okay, na? It is converted into minutes when it is divided with 60. 60 minutes is equal to hour. That is into 60 we have to do. Okay, divide with this compound with 60. Then it becomes what? Into hours. Now in a day, in a one day we have 24 hours. That is 24 hours. Okay, na? So like that 24 hours in a day. So such type of days are how many here? Total of 365 days. Don't consider it is a leap year. They will mention otherwise. Okay, now 366 when we have to take? Only if they mentioned it is a leap year, then only we have to take that one. So now by doing this calculation, you are going to get around 200, nearly you will get 200 into 10 power 8. Now what the value they given? X into 10 power 8. Now in place of x what we have? 200. X is equal to how much it is? 200. You won't get this exact 200. You will get 19 point something you will get. That 19 you convert 19 in 19 point something into 10 power 9 some value you will get. That you will convert into round figure into 200. Okay, na, into 10 power 8 because we want that x value. Is that clear? Yeah, next one. Yeah, Mr. Defendable Rahul Dravid wants to wear one ring which contains the what? How many silver atoms? 6.023 into 10 power 21 silver atom in the form of a ring. His silver, gold, copper alloy. The ring consists of 20% of silver. The mass of the ring is. He is asking the what is the weight of that ring they are asking. Now you see in this case Rahul Dravid wants to wear this ring which contains the what? How many silver atom? These many silver atoms in the form of ring. We know that 1 gram atom of silver weight is how much? 1 gram atom of silver weight is nothing but gram atomic weight, which is 108. It is what? Gram atomic weight of silver. Gram atomic weight of silver is 108. Okay, now 1 gram atom of silver contains the how many atoms here? How many atoms of silver? 6.023 into 10 power 23 atoms. 23 atoms of silver weight is how much? 108 grams. But how many atoms they given here? These many atoms. 6.023 into 10 power 21 atoms. Weight is how much? First we have to calculate that weight. Then what happens? It is 108 into 6.023 into 10 power 21 into 108 I had written. Okay, is divided by 6.023 into 10 power 23. So this 2 will get cancelled. How much it is left out? 10 power minus 2 it will be. That is nothing but 1.08 grams it is. So silver weight is how much? 1.08 grams it is. If it contain those many atoms of silver. Now what they are saying? In that copper, whatever the ring he is taking, that ring contain only 20% of silver. So 20% of silver is present, whose weight of the ring we don't know, x grams it is, x grams of ring it is, x grams of ring. So which contains the, what is the weight of silver here? 1.08 grams. So in this x grams of ring, 20% of silver atoms are there. Then what happens? X is equal to what happens? X into 20 by 100 into x is equal to 1.08, which is nothing but from this x is equal to 1.08 into 100 by 20. 2 get cancelled, 2 5s. So 5.0. Now here what happens? 5 8s 40 it is. That is 5.4 grams it is. Is that clear? Now you see the next question. The volume of CO2 obtained by complete decomposition of 1 mole of sodium bicarbonate at STP, they are saying. Now you see this sodium bicarbonate, which is on decomposition, which is upon heating, we are going to get sodium carbonate plus carbon dioxide plus water we are going to get. Now what they are saying, volume of CO2 obtained by the complete decomposition of 1 mole of sodium bicarbonate. First you balance this equation. When we are doing the stoichiometric relation, first thing we need to be able to write the proper equation, after that balancing. So 2 sodium, 2 sodium. So here 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens, 6 oxygens, 6 oxygens, 2 carbons, 2 carbons. Everything is balanced. By decomposing 2 moles of sodium bicarbonate, we are going to get the what? 1 mole of carbon dioxide, 1 mole of CO2, which is nothing but what? 1 mole of CO2 we are getting, which is occupies how much volume at STP? 22.4 liter at STP. Now you see in this case they are asking for 1 mole. In 1 mole how much? 1 mole of sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate occupy how much volume? That is 11.2 liter. Is that clear? Yeah, next question. A peroxidase enzyme contains 2% selenium. The minimum molecular weight of the enzyme is, what they are saying, what is the minimum molecular weight of the enzyme which contain 2% of selenium? Okay na? So peroxidase enzyme contain 2% selenium. The minimum molecular weight of the enzyme is, now you see there, so 2% of selenium is present. The minimum molecular weight, we don't know molecular weight, x consider. So in this x, how much percentage is there? 2% of selenium is there. 2% of selenium in this x, whose atomic weight is how much? 80. Whose atomic weight is 80. Now then 2% is nothing but what? 2 by 100 into x is equal to 80. So from this x is equal to 80 into 100 by 2. That is nothing but what? It is 50. So 8 5s of 40, 00, 4000. The minimum molecular weight of enzyme is how much? 4000 units. Is that clear? Next one. The weight of oxygen required to completely react with 27 grams of aluminum in grams. Weight of oxygen required to completely react with 27 grams of aluminum, they are saying. Just first you write the reaction between the aluminum and oxygen. Whenever these two are reacted, we are going to get the water Al2O3, aluminum oxide. The weight of oxygen required to completely react with 27 grams of. First you balance this equation. Just you take the here 2, that is 2 3 is a 6, it is 3. It is 4 moles of aluminum. That is 4 into 27 grams of aluminum require the 4 into 27 grams of aluminum require 3 into 32 grams of oxygen. Okay. Now here what they are saying, only 27 grams of aluminum they are saying. For 27 grams of aluminum complete reaction, how much weight of oxygen is needed they are saying. That is 3 into 32 into 27 by 4 into 27. 27, 27 get cancelled. 4 8s are 32. 3 8s are 24. It is 24 grams of oxygen is needed. Is that clear? Now you see the next question, very important. When sample of baking soda is strongly ignited in a crucible, it suffered a loss in weight of 3.1 gram. The mass of baking soda is, what is the mass of that baking soda they are asking. First you see baking soda, this is NaHCO3, which is on decomposition. Just now we had seen, we are going to get Na2CO3 plus CO2 plus H2O. This is a solid, this is gas, it is water vapor we are going to get. Now whichever we are getting water vapor and carbon dioxide, those will be escape from the reaction mixture. Then what happened? There is a suffered in the loss of weight. How much it will be? 1 mole of carbon dioxide, that is 44 grams. 1 mole of water, that is nothing but 18 grams. So this much weight is suffered in loss. That is 44 plus 18 is nothing but how much it is? So that is 62 grams. 62 grams is losing its weight whenever it is ignited by the 2 moles. That is, what is the 1 mole of sodium bicarbonate weight here? NaHCO3. That is 23 plus 1 plus 12 plus 48. 48 plus 12, 50, 60. 60 plus 24, that is 84. 84, that is 2 into 84 grams of baking soda is heated. 62 grams is losing its weight. So to lose the 3.1 gram, for example, one sample is there which is lost the what to only 3.1 gram of weight. So it is a loss in weight. Loss in weight. 3.1 grams will be how much it will loses. That is 2 into 84 into 3.1 by 62, which is nothing but how much here? You calculate, you will get the answer. How much you will get? 8.4 grams you will get, approximately 8.2 into 34, 3.4, that is nothing but approximately 6.8 it is. That is, these two will be 0.1. 0.1 or 8.4. Yeah, approximately you will get the what? 8.4 grams. Is that clear? Now you see in this case 81.4 grams of sample of ethyl alcohol contain 0.002 grams of water. The amount of pure ethyl alcohol in the to the proper number of significant figure is in grams they are saying. Now you see in this case pure ethyl alcohol how you will get? By the removal of water from the alcohol. So actual weight of the ethyl alcohol is how much? 81.4 grams. So from this water is how much? 0.002 grams. If you remove this one, how much you are going to get? 81.39 something you will get. Is it or not? That is 81.4. That is 0.002 it is. So from this what happens? 10 minus 2 means 8 it will be. 9 minus 0 means 9. It is 3 minus 0 means 3. So 81.398 we are going to get. That is, it is round figure they are taking in proper number of significant figure. You rounding off that figure, that is how much it will be? 81.4 again it will be. If it is rounded off, it will get the what? Again 81.4. Is that clear? Now next one. A copper plate of 200 centimeter into 10 centimeter to be plated with silver of 1 millimeter thickness. On both the side of number of moles of silver required for the plating is. Number of moles of silver required for the plating is they are asking. They given the density. Density is how much they given? 10.8 gram per cc. Cc indicates centimeter per cube. That is 10.8 grams in 1 cc. Now you see here they given the what? Copper plate, its length and its breadth they given. So volume, how you will get? Volume is equal to L into B into H. Length into breadth into H. Length is how much? 200 into breadth is 10 and its height is how much they are given? 1 millimeter thickness they are saying. That is nothing but 0.1 centimeter. So that is 0.1 centimeter. So it is how much it will be? If you multiply, these two will be cancelled, then 200 centimeter cube you are going to get. It is also written as 200 cc. Okay, so that is volume it is. Now here weight of that volume will be how much here? For 10.8 grams. 10.8 grams of silver will occupy how much volume it is? 1 cc. So for the 200 cc, now in this case one more thing here, to be plated with silver of 1 meter thickness on both the sides. If you want to plate the one side, it will be what? How much it is? 200 centimeter cube, one side volume. If on both sides means it will be on both sides. That is 2 into 200 it will be. That is on both sides. On both sides. Okay. So then how much it is weight? That is 2 into 200 into 10.8 grams it is. Okay, that is nothing but what? You can write it as 2 into 20 into 108 grams. Okay, now just you leave it as it is. Now what they are asking here, number of moles of silver required they are saying. Now you see here 1 mole of silver. 1 mole of silver weight is how much? 108 grams. Then these many weights contains the 2 into 20, that is nothing but 40 into 108 grams. Contains how many moles? That is 40 into 108 by 108. That is nothing but 40 moles. You need to understand here what is the concept here. On both sides you need to understand. And also with the help of density we will calculate its molecular weight. If you know the molecular weight, you can calculate the number of moles. Is that clear? Most important question. Next one is a certain metal sulfide is used extensively as high temperature lubricant. If Ms2 is 40% by mass of sulfur, atomic mass of M is. Yeah, now you see here certain metal sulfide whose Ms2 they given. So in this metal plus whose molecular weight will be, what happens? Molecular weight is equal to metal plus 1 sulfur 32, 2 sulfur means 64 it is. It is the molecular weight of this Ms2. In that what they given? Percentage of sulfur they given. How much it is? 40%. Then what they are asking? Then what is the atomic mass of M they are asking. Okay, how you'll get? Percentage of S is nothing but what? Atomic weight of S. Atomic weight of sulfur into number of atoms by molecular weight of Ms2 into 100 we have to take, that is percentage actually. Now you see here 40% of sulfur they given. Atomic weight of sulfur is 32 into number of atoms in this molecule is 2 by molecular weight of Ms2 will be how much it is? M plus 64. Okay, so into 100 it will be 0 0 get cancelled. Now 64 into 10. Okay, that is nothing but 4 into M plus 4 into 64, that is 4 4 16, 4 6 24, 1 256. It is 64 into 10 means that is 640 it will be. Then 4m is equal to 640 minus 256. How much it is? 640 minus 256. 4 13 minus 5. 13 minus 5, that is 8. 5 minus 2 3. 384. 384 by 4 it is. So 4 9s are 36. So 2 is left over, 24 96. That is what is the weight of metal there? It is a 96 atomic weight. I think so you have got some clarity about the stoichiometry. So different model questions. It is only part 1. In the part 2, in the next part I am going to explain still remaining 15 questions I am going to explain. Thank you. Have a nice day. Keep watching Appa Chemistry classes and don't forget to subscribe.